AJ. A-Twist. It's Rap Attack.
Yeah, Chief, you know what it is, man. It's Rap Attack official with your boy AJ Showtime.
Yeah, baby. You got DJ Twisted. We got special guests in the building. These guys be going viral. They got my grandmother doing dances. You know what I'm saying? They got the chain. You see them everywhere. We got Ayo Shag. We got Grandpa on one. We got McLovin. And we got Flash, man. Welcome to the show, fellas.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Don't be scared.
Man. That same energy y'all bring on the dance floor when y'all out about, bring it right here on Rap Attack official, man.
It's been a minute since I've been on the radio. I'm no stranger to it, but
no doubt.
What's up, y'all?
Cool. Hold up. Let's talk about that. You're not no stranger. Let me know. Put me down.
I mean, I've been on radio shows in the past years, and it's been cool. It's Your Radio. It's a show based on out in the Eastern Shore.
Nice.
So I got a little bit of experience of being behind one of these, so I'm not really nervous.
No doubt.
Say no more. Let's get down to it. How did you guys all come together, you know what I'm saying, to form this group, man?
I got this. Collectively, we all had our own individual lanes. I've known my nephews for years on end. I want to say over a decade. So essentially, they were all dancing together in their own group, and I had established my own group back in the day. Shout out to all my TZO family. And they had their own movement with TSU. And so we've known about each other for many, many years and respected each other's crafts. And lo and behold, none of us knew that down the road we'd bond like this and come together as one unit. So it's just a blessing in disguise.
So what made that happen? Like, what recognized the point where as though we was like, we got to do this together. Like, we got to keep this team together.
That's a good question. To be honest with you, it is really a organic flow type of thing.
No doubt.
We all kind of related to each other through M&T Bank Stadium. Everybody went down there. We were all making content, doing our thing. And it just clicked. Like, why are we doing this all together? And it just kind of worked on its own. Like, nobody say, yo, you should join us or anything like that. It just literally happened.
No doubt. McLovin, how often do y'all practice?
I would say as far as like getting a chance to get up and practice, we try to weekly as much as possible. Definitely. Obviously, with like us being grown now, it's crazy. Like, most of us have 10, 15 years of dance experience at least. I know Uncle Grandpa's been dancing for a long time.
way more than that.
And I got 15 myself. You know, I started young. I know Shags, he's been one of my best friends for years. And Flash as well. They've both been my best friends since we were teenagers. Dope. So we've all been dancing 10, 15 years. As far as, like, being grown now, you know, some of us, like, they got kids. They got, like, you know, some of us got all types of, I got my grandparents right now. It's like I take care of them a little bit. So we all kind of got obligations and try to just, like, fill it in. And I guess that with age that comes with that, because responsibility and everything. But we always try to, like, get it in weekly or get it in as much as possible. And, you know, the routines and stuff, just keep them crisp and try to advance them as much as we can.
Nice.
So, look, we got to ask you this question. So, for both of you guys, so McLovin, Grandpa, how did you guys get the nickname in the first place? We're going to start with McLovin first.
Man, McLovin, my name means a lot to me because it was given to me by the city. It was given to me by Baltimore. Like, specifically at one of the King of Baltimore competitions. You know, I was at the King of Baltimore 2, the second one. I was real young back in the day. And they had put me on stage against another dancer, and we went, my boy Robbie, shout out to White Boy, another great dancer that has been in the scene for a long time.
No doubt.
I had a good moment, and basically after that, everybody was talking about it. And somebody, I think it was Kai, shout outs to Heartbreakers, but they called me McLovin. And then that started to take over after that. I think Buck Jones also started calling me McLovin, and then everybody called me McLovin.
No doubt.
Grandpa, how'd it work for you?
I want to say in 2014, the concept, I was about to compete in King of Baltimore 4 or 5, and it was already established that I was the oldest active dancer competing on the scene or just abroad in Baltimore dance culture. And that whole year, everybody started calling me Unc. And I laughed it off at first, but to be honest, it was ticking me off just a little bit because I felt like it was a shot, like, you know, you trying to call me old. So I will always indirectly, you know, ask them, what you mean by that? Is that a respect thing, or you trying to play with me thing? But
No doubt.
in most cases, it was just a label of respect throughout the community, and I had to embrace it because Father Time wins no matter what. But to make a statement in 2014 for that competition, I was like, okay, so they think I'm old, no problem. So I went to a Good Samaritan house, and I just came out. I had this whole visual. I wanted this pimped out old dude, had a nice, real slow, deliberate walk. So you gonna see him coming a mile away, and just when you least expect it, boom, electric. And I made sure that on that day that competition happened, when I stepped in the building in full character, I was quiet, silent, and slow. So everybody could see me coming. I sat down on purpose in the middle of the entire building, so everybody would walk by me, do a double take, and who's that old guy? And then when they called my name, and at that point, I went by Ty the General.
Yeah.
So when Unique, shout out to Nick B. Chillin, CEO of Be More Than Dance, once he called me to the stage, he said, I need Ty the General to the stage. I sat there, I was like, yeah, here we go. And I sat there, and I just let it really build up. And by the third time he called me, I got up real slow and started walking to the stage, and the whole building went nuts. They went absolutely nuts. By the time I got to the stage, everybody was anticipating, yo, I know he gonna go off. Look at him, yo, he look like an old man. Pointed at the DJ, he dropped the beat, and I owned the stage.
Went off.
Now, one thing's for sure, you definitely own that bid, so we got to talk about that.
Yeah, you know everybody want to know, right? How old is Grandpa?
Oh man, see, y'all making me unload the secrets. I was not prepared for that. But
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Y'all do the math. I'm 4 steps from 50 years old.
All right, fair enough.
Young enough.
Now, the next question is, when you take the beard off, do people recognize you?
I want to say those who know. Those that follow me or personally know me be like, nah, that's just Ty. But everybody else is like, who is that? Like, the best part about being me is I can hide in plain sight sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. Now, at one point when I first started, I want to say maybe 5 years ago, it didn't matter. Nobody knew who I was. But now I could travel somewhere like LA, Las Vegas, not in character, and still be pointed out. We're like, wait, aren't you that?
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah. So it was fun then, but now the jig is up. So unless they are just new to social media or finding me, then everybody already knows.
All right, so we got to ask you guys about the song selection when it comes to, like, you know, the challenges or the different routines that you guys got. How do you guys go about, you know what I'm saying, picking the songs? And also, we got to talk about Encore too.
Okay. Song selection. Really? It's just a matter of what we feel is a groove for us. Typically we go with the old school tracks. There's always a groove that we can step to. Now, club tracks is something different. Like, we got to feel those, like something that really makes us want to dance. But essentially we can't miss with all the old school tracks, and Encore is like the queen of all the old school tracks. And, you know, shout out to TSU Flash and Ayo Shag, because those were the foundation pieces that really kicked off Encore, and they felt obliged to pull me into the fold, and we had no idea that it was going to manifest to what it is today. But that's like the Mecca. When you hear that, essentially you think of us. Like, nobody can do a video on social media to this day now and do it and not have somebody say, hey, that's the family reunion stuff, or that's Uncle Grandpa and TSU Flash or Ayo Shag and now McLovin, the whole family. Like, they're going to mention us whenever you think about Encore, and that's a huge blessing.
No doubt. Now, as far as business, we see y'all performing in front of certain spots. How do y'all go about that? Do they reach out to y'all, or like y'all reach out to them, or how did that business work?
Ideally, it's kind of a hand-in-hand thing, because we got some workhorses. I'm telling you, TSU Flash and Ayo Shag, they are monsters when it comes to work ethic and seeking out, businesses and organizations for us to try to pitch to and stuff like that.
No doubt.
So it's like 50-50 with it. Like, sometimes we assert ourselves to things that may be popular to us that we might see on social media, and then on the other half, they reach out to us after they've seen our work, something that we've done.
I like that. Dope.
So we got to ask you this, McLovin. Of course, you know what I'm saying, as a group, you guys kill it, but also individually, you guys kill it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been recently seeing the Red Bull situation, jump off. Talk a little bit about that, because, like, that's international, that's big, and it's like you're bringing Baltimore to the world.
Yeah, man. So a lot of the stuff we try to do as far as Red Bull goes, like, and shout outs to Red Bull for this. Like, they've been definitely venturing out and getting around a lot more as far as every year with participation opportunities and just giving dancers the availability and chance to, like, be seen and get a chance to, like, do things and compete. So we've been trying to build that relationship over the last couple of years. They came here a few years ago, multiple times. I think it was 2 times.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, and we had a wonderful time then, and I think a lot of the dancers had a great impression from that as well, from that opportunity. And from that as well, like, I've always ventured into competing personally, so that's where that had like started with me. I've always tried to venture out and do all styles competitions or anything I could do to try to, like, push myself or challenge and venture out further. But as far as Red Bull goes, yeah, we try to, like, we try to keep up with them. They're going to New York tomorrow, and that's actually what we got next on our plate that we're planning on doing. The guys are going to go down there. We're going to go compete and try to prelim to see if we can get into the competition.
Even me.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I haven't competed in years, so this should be fun.
So what can we expect next from you guys in the future? Like, what else is coming up, for the family reunion crew?
Well, it's no stranger. Everybody knows this. We are ride or die Baltimore Ravens fans. Can't wait for this upcoming season, and prayerfully, we'd like to find ourselves out there performing, like the halftime show or something like. I think it's time, because we put in a lot of time and a lot of collaborations at the bank, and we show love. We're gonna continue to show love, but I think it's time for us to be out there on the main stage so we can really cut up and bring some extra energy to the Flock Nation.
Hey, I agree with that situation. Twist, how you feel about it?
Yeah, man, we in the building for that. We gonna root for that show. You feel me?
Hey, hopefully they need some DJs, to provide the tunes when they make that happen.
Hey, why not, man?
Absolutely.
We in the building.
Well, we down for that, man.
Absolutely. The family reunion's in the building. Of course, we got to switch it over to Flash and Shag.
All right, where do y'all see yourselves in the Baltimore dance scene?
I guess to start it off, I see myself as one of the innovators in a sense, as far as, like, times now. I'm definitely a student still of the game in itself, as far as the culture in itself and as far as just the dance scene alone, because I came a little bit later. Okay. So I definitely always want to learn from my OGs and everything like that, but definitely want to set a precedent and a set in stone to let people know that, like, the work we done hasn't gone unnoticed, like,
no doubt,
for sure.
No doubt. I like that humbleness, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people can't admit that they still learn. I'm still learning at my old age. You feel what I'm saying? And I like that, man.
You gotta learn every day,
no
man.
doubt.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about this viral situation, the breakout situation for you guys, of course, the Encore.
Oh, yeah.
How did that come about? And also, how did you feel when Cheryl Lynn hopped into the chat and said that she saw you guys work?
So, Encore, as you know, that's just it's a classic track, 80s. It's simple. It's one of those tracks that even if you're younger, your parents probably played, your aunts, somebody in the family probably played it. And for me personally, that was my mom's and my aunts, both of them. So just them old 80 tracks, R&B tracks. They always played them. And when we started just doing our typical Baltimore strut and other little two-steps, like, you know, we got our own blends and things that we do. Original ones, too. So, like, shout out to DJ Zay with the Thames, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, like, prime example, we ran that up. That already had, like, millions of views. You know how the content be in the comments people be. They would generally just, like, the dance fire, but switch the song up. So, like, all right, let's go mainstream. Let's pick a regular song and just cut. And I had played around with Encore, and it just went. We just stopped. It's like, bro, I think we just gonna rock out with Encore for a little minute. And it just started getting mad love. Everybody like, no, we gotta get Cheryl to see this.
People actually don't know. It's a crazy story behind the whole situation with Cheryl Lynn.
Tell us a little bit about it.
What's actually crazy is everybody was going into Twitter and everything, Good Morning America and everything like that. Started seeing Cheryl like repost about it and everything. A lot of people don't know that wasn't Cheryl. That actually was not Cheryl. This man right here to the left of me and Randall, shout out to my man Randall, WMAR2 News, did an entire investigation for about 3 to 4 months and found out somebody was using that page that was not her at all. They found out where she was and everything like that, and we actually did a full interview. It's on his YouTube. It's on WMAR2 News. She actually did see it. It wasn't from that page. She confirmed that was not her. She's actually made an Instagram since then. But yeah, it was an entire story.
Scam.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
and they were fooling artists. You had people like
big time
Sierra wishing a happy birthday on Twitter. It looked real substantial, and then I'm like, as it even started showing us love and sending me certain DMs, I'm like, I don't think this Cheryl, bro. I was like, I don't think this Cheryl. Like, I ain't her.
And when we just started digging deeper, and Randall and Flash got into it a little bit more, it just spurred on everything to where we finally got to meet her, meet some of the family and everything like that. And just like you said, man, she was super genuine. She was full of love, full of warmth, bro. It was just amazing to talk to her. Like,
that's dope.
It was amazing.
That's dope. Now, we heard that Flash and Shag is the business side, the business brains of the group. That's what I heard. You know
Okay. That's fair.
So let me ask you, how do you approach businesses, like with presentations and everything?
I'll give this man a lot of credit in a sense too of the people that we watch in a sense, and I want to give a big shout out to Gilly the King and Wallow.
Okay.
We went to PodCon one year and just listen to how they were talking about, like, you have to let these companies and these people know what you bring to the table. Nobody's going to reach out to you and come to you if you don't put the work in and you don't put the time in to let any of these companies know, like, hey, this is what I offer, this is what I can do, but also this is what my price is, this is what I think we are worth. If that works for you, let's work it. And even down to where we're at, because let's not forget, we're in Baltimore City. We don't forget where we're from. Right. We don't forget that people have hard times. So even when it comes to kids in certain small mom and pop shops, like, we might tell you our full price and things of that nature. We're always willing to work. Whatever you bring to the table, we're willing to work. Because it's always about building up at the end of the day. Yeah, we want to get something. Who doesn't? But at the same time, we want to help.
So how do you guys feel about the world finally seeing who you are, recognizing your talent? But also, I know when it comes to dances, everybody's cool with their own signature moves. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about, like, the world copying, Baltimore strut, you know what I'm saying, or the crazy leg or the shake off, you know what I'm saying, doing the dances that some of you guys are known for doing?
Right. It feels good. Like I said, it's something to us and to the city. It seems so common and basic. Like, they just crazy legging again. They just strutting again. But just like you said, it started so small and in-house and underground. So, like, obviously, shout out to the power of social media and stuff. That's all that happens. We've been doing it for years. So we've been, obviously, you get around the small outskirts, East Coast, things like that. Start traveling a little bit more. Shout out to people that did travel pre-social media that, put it in certain places and did things with it. But, social media made it obviously easier to put it out there. And we was like, all right, they gave us the tool, we going to use it. And we've been trying to put those fundamental moves in the forefront for years. Like, so at first it looked like just organized chaos. And even when we traveled, it's just like, I can't learn that. What are y'all doing? It's like, hold on, let me break it down. It is structured. This is a move, this is a move, this is a move. We're not just dancing in cursive, as they try to say Baltimore does. Like, it's a lot of structure. It's like it's a move name for almost everything we do.
So what's the craziest, let's say country or like an area that like tagged you or like, asked you to teach them how to do the moves?
Prime example, India, easy. That one was just just super out of the. Of course, in the States it's like cool, but India was a dope one. It was just like, all right, they're like, no, we love y'all culture, like, and then be honest, they were one of the fastest ones we could say generally outside of Baltimore. To like, we look at it and we just like no, they're
To catch on
they're
and get
doing
it.
it, and
Get
they
it right.
they really want to. They ain't just trying to
Mm-hmm.
do it to say, oh, I know I do that Baltimore stuff. It's like, oh, they taking classes and
Yeah.
they sitting
The
there.
other one too was Russia, and
Yeah, Russia.
obviously we got to do our due diligence and give a big shout out to TSU Terry.
Absolutely. Shout out to Terry.
The big influence on that in the situation. Of course, social media plays a big part, but this man has traveled the world teaching Baltimore Club, so he really has done a pivotal piece in a lot of them seeing what we do. So again, want to give a big shout out to TSU Terry and what he's done as far as the teacher.
And Saquon Keys.
Yes, and Saquon Keys. Saquon Keys is another one.
Let's take it
Absolutely.
back for a minute.
All right.
How did each of y'all get into dancing in the first place?
Simple for me, like I said, just even off that offspring, like I said, just listen to music. My parents was club heads, so they was Silver Shadow heads
No
and
doubt.
all of that. So it's like literally, yeah, y'all older cousin watch y'all, we going out, you know what I mean? So it's like even that I was the little Kenny dance at the cookout, dance, so it's like I always been the dancing in the family. So as I even got older, just going to my kiddie discos, everything's like been club music since day one for me in a sense. So it's like as I got older, just get to go out on my own. It's like it was up. I was 18, we at the docks. It just never
doubt.
stopped. It was just
The shake off.
Absolutely.
For me, it was from my mom because she listened to Michael Jackson probably endlessly, so I was always watching his videos or anything like that. And then as I got older, not gonna lie, I seen a lot of these guys dancing in school and high school, and all the ladies are around it. Oh my God! I'm like, hold up, come here, teach me that real quick.
Yeah.
So I had to get involved, and then after a while, I just grew a passion for it and a love for it, and just like it was a lot of community along with the underground feel to it. So it was just something I fell in love with.
So when it comes to you guys as far as picking songs, of course we talked about Cheryl Lynn. Like, what do you feel is like the next way for you guys to pick songs? Do you guys do it as a collective, or is it like, yo, I got this idea, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You just hit on the head. It is a collective. Right? As dancers, we got a wide range as it is. So we still do obviously we genuine. We're going to dance something we want to dance to. Sometimes we go out of the loop and be like, all right, let's give them something. Just the vibe that we know the people may want. But even with that being said, it's like you just mentioned, we do think of try to give certain people flowers nowadays. So like it is sometimes we dig in our bag and be like, all right, who's an artist that got one of them bangers that we love, we appreciate, but it's like, damn, get out about right now. They new kids don't even probably know who it is, like that. So we be trying to think deep sometimes because we know they probably appreciate it, give them their flowers.
Literally.
While they still here.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Even like, because who did we did not too long ago and we felt
Just
good we did
literally-
it. We did our
yeah.
Batman Pajama. And it was genuine.
Yeah.
We just kept we kept hearing it for a little bit. It's somebody else doing it. It wasn't even a dance. So somebody doing some content to Batman Pajama.
They was doing,
and we was just like, let's
They
do
was doing a
let's
challenge on TikTok.
Yeah,
It was a challenge to
let's
the
do our
beginning
thing
of
to it. And it blew
We were
up.
doing it out in Cali.
And it blew up out of nowhere. And we knew it kind of. We were just having fun with it. And then like what happened? Like 2 months of that, he passed away.
Found out he passed
We
away
just
and everything like
that's
that.
crazy.
Oh, we
So
just
we had to.
like it really felt good. We was having fun with that,
so
having
we had
enjoyed
to
that.
throw a little
Everybody just
tribute
telling us
to him
every
and
day that
everything
was
like
making
that.
their day, and it was just like, it's like, man, I hope he seen it. We don't know if he did or not, but
Nah, he's seen it once or twice. He's seen it once or twice for sure. I think I've seen him pop up once or
might have
twice
did
on
when it
his
was on his page.
Of course, rest in peace to the legend Carl Carlton.
Yes, sir.
That's another dope one. And then even just recently, most of them be car rides, bro. We sit in the car, going somewhere. We got a gig or something like that. The most recent one that kind of went viral was Cheesesteak and Company. McLovin. We were with McLovin.
What song was that again?
Evelyn. We were running.
Evelyn
We were
Champagne, yeah.
riding out there. It's like listening to it, just in the car, just like, bro, I think we're ready to do this as soon as we get here. Like, hold on real quick. Just thought about it real quick, and then was like, even how we talk about incorporating different moves, just got to the point where it was like, hey, we can throw a little Mike Jack in there or something like that. And as we go along in every video, it just starts to click more and more, where we start doing little things, we start peeping it throws into the next video, and it just goes. Like, we all kind of like mend off of each other. It's a great thing.
I will throw in one more loop too. So it is also about showing love to certain producers too, because that's a big thing. As dancers, we know how dancers get unappreciative as well. Sometimes. So I feel like it's the same thing with producers. Even though they are GOATs, it's producers. I have to shout out to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
That's
Listen, man.
So look.
You bringing up jewels right now.
So listen, obviously they are the producers of Encore, so let's take it there. But their resume of work is out of this world.
Yes, sir.
They show the most love.
Yeah.
So I can just tell you right now, we're about to go through any track they ever made. Any
Jimmy
track
Jam and Terry Lewis reached out to you guys.
they showed the
collab.
most love.
We sent
Wow.
out
the most
He sent
love.
out collaborations
They,
to him
like,
a couple
the
times. They
most
accept
love.
them. They accept them. They
and
show
I'm just
love
letting you
and
know, we're
everything.
about to go through any songs they ever made. So we just go
I will say this. I will say this. Definitely Control with the Janet Jackson.
I was about to bring
You know
that
what
up.
I'm saying?
We are about to go.
Y'all need to run through
up.
that Janet Jackson.
Say less.
Any
Say
song
less.
they made, we're about to.
Yeah, because she got All For You too. All For You's crazy.
It's
All
too
For
many.
You's another
It's
crazy
too
one
many
too.
of them, but they're
She
like,
got too many.
They love what we do, and they just been showing so much love. And I'm just like, yeah, it's y'all so deeper than Cheryl Lynn. I'm like, we got y'all.
So how does it feel, you know what I'm saying, like, so you guys, of course, toured the States, you know what I'm saying, of course, international as well. How do you guys being filled with the term or being coined with the term Baltimore ambassadors?
I take it even a step further. I appreciate him for even seeing the humility. I'm gonna keep it a bean. We're just like anybody else, man. We're just like y'all. We're just like anybody else that walks outside, is trying to just make it through and just trying to get by either a 9 to 5 or seeing themselves being something different. Whether it's an entrepreneur, whether it's a doctor, lawyer, whatever the case may be.
Right.
All we're trying to do is build for our city, build for our community, build for our families, and continue to shed light on the Baltimore, because again, see on the news, you see everything going on with even just our country in itself. It's like you gotta have some type of positive light going on in a sense. And again, it's not just us, it's more people in this city. You guys do it all the time. We've rocked out with AJ in so many parties already, bro. I love when I walk in the door and I see you DJing, bro. It's time to go. I know how we about to. I know how we about to get down. I know how it's about to go down. So it's like, it's amazing to feel that way, and just the love we get every day being outside. When people even see us outside, they're like, bro, I never thought I would see you a day in my life, bro. I see you on my phone every day. It's like I was just looking at a video of you, and it's like, bro, I'm just like you, bro. I'm out here. I appreciate it so much, but we out here with y'all.
One thing for sure, we out here too, man. Doing what we do. AJ Showtime.
No, hold up. Before we go, man, I gotta ask him real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Top 5 dancers in the city. What's up?
Top 5.
You want to go
You
first? Me first?
Go ahead first.
All right, if I'm saying top 5 right now,
second thing.
I'm going to go, are we going like all styles? Like all
Right,
type,
we'll be here all
type
day
of
if we
styles?
dig it in a category.
Right. If I'm going to be real, I think people have yet to really see it. I'm going to call it for what it is. I think the number one dancer right now in the city is that man out there, McLovin.
I agree.
I think people
So
have
we might not have to do this list twice.
I have
Go
not
ahead.
seen it yet. Most people have not seen it yet. There's a type of level he's on. I will say second after that, King Q, Be More Q, Quincy.
I agree.
I think people don't realize the level of energy he has and the ability he has to just go. But not only that, he's very fluent in other styles. So I definitely agree with that. I will say number 3 right now. This one's kind of tough for me because it's a couple names I would want to put there if I'm going off of certain criterias. But if I got to say as far as just the culture itself, I will put Jordan up there. Jordan's had a very, Run It Up Jordan, just to be exact. Run It Up Jordan's had a very big run in battling, has created a Baltimore dance that is a staple. And while in that run has actually found himself as an artist as well, still pushing the culture in itself by doing club music along with trying to find himself in other ways. So I do give credit where that is due. I think after that, as far as technique and skill and everything, I have to say, and as far as credentials go in a sense, I will put this man on the list right here. We have to talk about the ability to open up when it comes to social media. And when it came to social media, there was nobody who knew how to network and expand the way Flash did. When we started Instagram, the man was able to build 2 pages that had 23K and 18K just off of networking alone. One of the first Baltimore club dancers as far as club culture to actually reach over 100,000 on YouTube, which is not an easy feat. People might think it is. It's really not. So, And then even on top of that, he's able to go into other styles when he feels the need to. His ability to catch on the choreography is far superior to a lot of people here. So I do think Flash belongs on that list. And then if I have to close it out, I'll be honest and say on a level of contribution, a level of legacy and everything like that, I'll give Kai McFly his flowers. Kai McFly has been around for every generation. Kai McFly has literally been around to teach people. While it may not be to a certain level on hand, he's willing to give pointers. He's willing to teach what he's done and how he's been successful, because we're not going to deny it. He's been successful. He's a king. He's a 2-time Prince. Again, he's another artist, and not only that, again, he sticks around, helps the generation. He helps out when the culture has events. He's out with Pork Chop and all them outside. So he puts on for the culture in a long, outstanding way, and he's been doing it. And then I'll say honorable mention is obviously TSU Terry for what he's done for the culture in itself.
Well, y'all list kind of the same?
List similar. Who didn't I hear? This was obviously
McLovin,
you said McLovin,
Quincy,
Q, Jordan, me,
you, Kai, and Terry is an honorable mention.
The GOAT, Dancing Brandon.
Okay.
And it's just because, like, once again, it's like, I know it's so hard to say right now, but it's just like, I'm going to think more like Mount Rushmore when you say 5. So,
no doubt.
Same deal. I'm be fair. Like I said, McLovin, Q, Kai. It's similar. It's similar.
I know who y'all left out.
It's tight.
I know who they left out. They left out somebody.
Who's that?
Twisted. DJ Twisted.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else.
First of all, the wheels are shaky, so I will say we appreciate y'all what y'all doing, man. Rap Attack Official. We just gonna do our place, stay on them ones and twos while y'all do what y'all do, man.
No doubt.
Rap Attack Official is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Rap Attack.